Today we're continuing to speak about Katie Milkman's book, How to Change, the science of getting from where you want to be to, or getting from where you are to where you want to be, rather. Judy Wright joins us once again for this. So Judy, can you please just recap where we left off last time?
Yeah, for sure. So one of the things about the book, it's evidence-based, it's been researched, it's more tailored individually rather than generalized. And then when we were looking at motivation last time, she mentioned like trying fresh starts, which kind of tricks the brain to kind of go, hey, I can kind of get over these humps. So maybe starting something on a Monday or after a special occasion or promotion really helps us to get going with that motivation.
Now, the book talks about impulsivity a lot, and it mentions that that is actually a barrier to change. Why is that? And can you talk to us about impulsivity?
So, we all kind of start out, kind of gung-ho, we're ready to kind of change, and then that impulsivity kind of slips in. And so then we kind of maybe scroll on our phones or watching TV or looking out the window, but doing anything but what we're supposed to. And that's kind of present bias, which is part of impulsivity.
So you just mentioned present bias. What exactly is that?
Well, it has us really paying attention to the present moment and kind of ignoring the future. And so utilizing strategies like when we're wanting to accomplish something, we go, hey, I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable, so I'm going to kind of alleviate that versus kind of working towards what I want to do. And maybe, then it kind of holds us up for the getting to where we want to be in the future. So, we maybe would want to, I don't know, I might buy a truck rather than saving money. or we might go out for suppers more rather than cooking. So present bias is really the impulse behind impulsivity.
What are some of those strategies that we could utilize in order to beat present bias and impulsivity?
Okay, so there's two. There's temptation bundling and gamification. So temptation bundling is where you take something really juicy that you like to do and you bundle it with something that you don't want to do. So maybe you save that really, really good audiobook and you only listen to it when you want to work out. Or maybe you've got that Netflix series that you want to watch, but you only do it when you're maybe folding laundry or doing housework. So you're really bundling those two things together. There was a study done in Florida with students that were not getting their math assignments done. So they were told they could either doodle or they could listen to their favorite music, and it really improved that. And then gamification is really making a game out of when we're doing things that we're trying to accomplish, like maybe giving ourselves points or badges or competing on a leaderboard. So you'll find that in Duolingo. Wikipedia used it with their volunteers. When they started to acknowledge them, it increased their participation by 20%.
All right, some great advice on how to enforce some meaningful change in our life. Once again, this is Judy Wright from Gateways Counseling.